Disney, a mentor company by Hunter Scher. So, who is Disney? Well, Disney is a diversified global entertainment company that operates, among many things, animation studios, theme parks, resorts and restaurants, cruise lines, and of course, broadcast television networks. Now, it was all started by Walt Disney in 1926 as an animation studio. I'm sure you've heard of Steamboat Willie, first iteration of Mickey Mouse. That was him. Disneyland, their first theme park, opened July 17th, 1955. But our focus today is going to be on hospitality and resorts. And their first hospitality endeavor, the Disneyland Hotel, started later that year in 1955. Then, the contemporary Polynesian and Fort Wilderness resorts all opened in 1971, along with Disney World in Florida, and it solidified Disney as a resort company. Disney categorizes their products four ways. First, the media networks, cable television, radio programs. Second, the parks and resorts. Obviously, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, all the themed hotels and restaurants. Studio entertainment, this is motion pictures, direct-to-video content, musical recordings, and stage plays. And consumer products and interactive media. This is their books, their magazines, their comics, all the things that Disney makes. So what makes Disney products different? What is their competitive advantage? Well, Disney uses product differentiation as its generic strategy for competitive advantage. They have found that quality and uniqueness through innovation differentiate the company's products from its competitors. It is this product development that is at the core of the Walt Disney Company's primary intensive growth strategy. For example, they release a movie like Finding Nemo, and in the planning process, they have already thought about all of the merchandise, all of the things that'll go along with the movie. This is known as a product-focused strategic objective, and it lies at the core of all major Disney decisions. In regards to the hotels and hospitality side of Disney, it is said that sheer originality and spectacle go into each and every Disney detail, from the rides to the merch, and increasingly so to the hotels and restaurants. Disney's competitive advantage lies in the fact that they are able to maintain an immersive storytelling focus of the parks. Many of the hotels use character appearances or intellectual property in order to further the guest experience. No other place has this story that Disney is able to sell. This strategy Disney employs in order to increase sales at their hotels and their resorts is best defined by Jared Wine of Skift.
By owning hotels on its properties, Disney is able to maintain an immersive experience, leading to high occupancy rates and steady growth in spending per room. The theme parks feed the hotels with guests, and the hotels reinforce the park experience. This has and will continue to be a lucrative cycle for Disney.
Beyond the design of Disney's structure and resorts, Disney maintains a competitive advantage over their competitors because of the rigorous trainings that every single employee must undergo. Disney operates over 40 hotels and over 430 restaurants, and they all have the same service vision. We create happiness. So how does Disney create happiness? Well, when Disneyland was created in 1955, an orientation to the parks was held for all the newly hired cast members. This orientation, built by the two-man Van France and Dick Nunis, became known as traditions, and these traditions include safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency. Beyond the four core traditions, Disney trainings get even more involved, and they created these 7 service guidelines for their employees to remember how to act and how to be, and how to get a one-up on the competition. Now, following the 7 Dwarfs of Snow White, these service guidelines are as follows. Be happy. Be like Sneezy. Don't be bashful. Be like Doc. Don't be grumpy. Be like Sleepy. And don't be dopey. Even the trainings that Disney has for the employees immerse them in the Disney experience.
One thing I would say is that the intellectual properties, theming, and the quality of service in the Disney-owned and operated resorts provides a unique advantage. There are certain benefits that come with an on-site resort guest stay. At the end of the day, it's a completely immersive Disney experience, from check-in to check-out, and that can't be duplicated in a non-Disney-owned and operated lodging.
Randy Garfield puts it best because it is this immersion, this theme of completely getting involved in the Disney resort that gives them their competitive advantage. And it is only possible because of the training that Disney employees must have. All Disney cast members are taught that even the slightest guest interaction is considered a moment of truth. And they understand that the importance these small interactions have on the customer experience. A moment of truth is defined as when an interaction occurs between a customer and the service provider that can leave a lasting positive or negative impression on a customer. Now, there are thousands of moments of truth every day that happens inside Disney resorts. But a few examples include a smile or facial expression when a guest is within 10 feet, acknowledging the guest verbally if they are within 5 feet, when a guest asks for help, when you first go to the reservations counter at one of the Disney hotels, when you are greeted by a waiter at one of the Disney restaurants, when you get to the front of the line on an attraction and interact with the cast members. Every interaction with one of the main characters, even the presentation of the food you have ordered, can be a moment of truth. When a cast member comes up to you on the parade route, hands you a balloon, and of course your final interaction with a cast member when leaving a part of the resort. Now, of all the positions in Disney that I could have, my dream position would have to be the Director of Food and Beverage. Each and every Disney hotel has a food and beverage director who is responsible for the catering and convention services at the hotel, as well as overseeing the resort's individual food and beverage operations. As Director of Food and Beverage, I will build a team of dedicated industry professionals, manage and train based on Disney's core values, curate seasonal food and drink menus, streamline service by empowering employees to play a role in important decisions, create an environment that is conducive to teamwork, make sure every voice is heard, use my skills to attract new convention contracts and clients, employ new ideas that adhere to Disney's traditions. But most importantly, as Director of Food and Beverage, I will take all the knowledge I've gained through years in this industry to inspire those around me to become better people than they were before. Now, I know it's a long shot to ever become a part of this Disney crew, but it certainly is a dream of mine, and I know that I can make it better. Thanks, Dr. Kane, for a great semester, and I can't wait for the next one. I hope you like my picture.